Hello and welcome to Tables and Pineapples with Reading Rambles. I'm here today to talk about the book series that I want to start in 2023. I know it's February now and it's the middle of February, but I've been busy, so I haven't really read that much. I've read standalone books, but not really series. Since I've recently been interested in sci-fi fantasy, I wanted to get into a series of books, and I just I don't know, I want to dedicate my time into reading more books this year, or at least starting a series this year. I don't know if I'm able to finish all of these series this year. Most of them are trilogies, but I really don't know how much I can read because I'm a very slow reader. I am a slow reader. But that's okay, I guess. So, these are just starting. I'm starting these series. I'm not finishing them, but I am going to start them this year. Let's get into number 1. Number 1 is Mistborn Trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. Is a lot of people's favorite trilogy, and I've seen a lot of people talking about this book since Brandon Sanderson has been one of the best writers in fantasy right now. He's one of the most popular fantasy authors today. And I wanted to get into the Cosmere, and I think Mistborn is a good place to start for a lot of people, so I want to start there. I was just very interested in the premise and how unique it is when it comes to modern fantasy right now. Next one is His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. I was also interested in the premise, and from non-spoiler reviews that I've read, I think I am very interested in the story itself and the premise of it, and how a lot of people are praising it as a classic in the sci-fi fantasy genre. So I'm gonna give it a try. I am actually very interested in that kind of story that puts a twist in a fantastical world. I know there's dimension shifting, so I want to read that kind of thing. So the next is, this is a maybe for me, but I think in time I would definitely be interested in picking this up, which is A Song of Ice and Fire series by George R.R. Martin. So this series is obviously very influential. I've watched House of the Dragons and Game of Thrones, but I haven't read the books yet, and I want to get into it because I love reading right now. And I put it in the maybe pile because it's very much a dedication. It's very much a dedication to George R.R. Martin's writing and the page count of it. And I know a lot of these books are more than 1,000 pages combined, but I think A Song of Ice and Fire is way more of a dedication since it jumps from one perspective to another, and most of the books are long. They are very long, and I can't deny that feels like a chore for me. I think Stephen King even has praised it in a conversation between him and George R.R. Martin. So yeah, Stephen King likes it. I'm gonna give it a try. So the next series, this is a fantasy series that is very well known, again, is the First Law Trilogy. The First Law Trilogy is praised by a lot of reviewers. You can just type First Law Trilogy on YouTube, and so many people have praised it as one of the best trilogies in fantasy right now. I know it has a lot of politics, I know it's grimdark, I know it's there's morally gray characters, and that just really interests me. Most of the story is not spoiled for me, which thank God. I actually want to get into these books without getting spoiled about anything at all. So yeah, I'm just a casual reader, and I'm just starting to get into fantasy and sci-fi, so we'll see where this goes. So that's about it. Those are the series that I want to start. I know it feels generic, but I am a casual reader, and I don't read books fast. I try to slow read it to appreciate the story and the characters more. But I want to start a goal of finishing these series. Maybe to this year, maybe even next year. We'll see how busy I get. But those are the series that I want to start. And I'm just holding myself accountable by making this video. Anyway, if you want to pick up these series, I know there's online books. I genuinely promote like pre-loved books online. If you want to get into books in general, there's so many people out there that are selling their old books, and please show these people some love and show some love to even older books that you want to read. So that's about it. Bye bye.